God bless them. But ladies, don't feel left out. God gave you a holiday as well. Who would forget the fairer sex? He gave you that special holiday that's just for you. You call it the holiday of romance. We call it the holiday of extortion. Look at that. There's not even a punchline. Every guy's going, oh, Valentine's. Why? Because everything they tell you to buy for Valentine's is for girls. Nothing wrong with the girls. We don't get anything. We certainly don't get jack for the 4th of July. I want an engine block next 4th of July. That's what I want. I want a Glock, 2 clips, hollow points. That's what I'm looking for. Heck, 4th of July, at least we give you a hot dog. We don't get nothing. Unbelievable. What do they tell you to buy? Cards, candy, flowers, diamonds. Every year, diamonds. What are you, pirates? It's another year. I want more diamonds. Arr! Unbelievable. And it's such a girl holiday. And there's really, frankly, a man couldn't participate properly in Valentine's because we don't get it. Cards. Guys don't care about cards. I'm going to save you a trip to the Hallmark store, ladies. Don't buy us cards. We don't want cards. We don't need cards. We don't like cards. We don't even read cards. The only reason we even open cards is to see if there's money inside. I'm telling you. Take the paper, fold in half, stick a 50 inside. We're good. Unbelievable. Women actually read the cards. And they're moved. I was thinking of you today on this special... It means you're thinking about me on this, like we wrote it. This has been the hardest time for us all these years, giving you a card without cracking up. Honey, this was what I was going to write, but it was already printed there. By some other guy. From Korea. They read it. I was thinking of you, and they just get so, it's just... What it means is you took a special time to pick out just the right card just for me. You know me so well. Here's how we pick out cards. See, we're different. God knew immediately that we would have different needs and desires. You'll find this out when you marry. Trust me on this. You'll be coming to me begging with tears rolling down your chest. Give me some insight into the woman's brain, and I'll say, ha ha ha. Think of that. You don't think men and women are different? God looked at the universe and said it's missing one thing, and he made woman. God looked at man, said he's missing one thing, and he gave him a naked lady. Still got some people confused. It's in the Bible. Well, I don't know, we should talk about stuff like that. What if kids hear? Maybe they should hear. If we don't talk about it in church, then we're going to talk about it in school. And let me tell you one thing about church. We're supposed to tell them that this is a sacred covenant. It's so holy and special, miraculous, that you can indulge in it with great joy and gusto. But I do have some parameters that I expect and demand of you. It's worth that much. But if we don't do that, then the schools will just say, just make it easy. You're just animals in a field. It matters what you believe about God. This is what's exciting, 16, and I'm telling you, God's still handing out naked ladies. But they're very expensive. You want to have one? I'll tell you what God charges. You ready? Marry her. Never. Ever divorce. Commit your life to her, protect her, honor her, defend her, and watch over her until you die. That's what God charges. And if you're willing to put in that kind of sacrifice, son, it's worth it. I've had my naked lady for 19 years. And it's very good. I don't believe it. They're confused. Shall we be telling this to 16-year-olds? See, the older men are looking like, very interesting theological God. He's got a smile going to the back of his head. You should see me. He's like, tell me more of this Genesis. And the women therein. Son, your desires are from God. They're good, they're natural, and they should be pursued with great gusto. But he says it's so invaluable that you must commit your life to her. And ladies, if you're not expecting that price for yourself, you don't care about yourself as much as God Almighty does. That's what it's worth. Does anybody teach that anymore? Not in schools. Nope. You got to come to the comedian show.
They tried to create a constitution and an opportunity that after 250 years, finally men would be able to marry each other. That was their plan. I don't even understand the concept of gay marriage. Okay, let me get this straight. Guys want to marry guys. Cowards. You want to do something crazy? You want to do something over the top? You want to really push the envelope? Marry one of those. That's hard. And hard is good. It is hard to marry one of those. And it's hard to marry one of us. I know that. I know that. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. But listen, before you start claiming me, I'm a gay basher. You're a homophobe. Okay, first of all, I got to tell you something. I don't buy the language system. If you call me a homophobe, it means nothing to me. You know why? It's not a real word. It's a word that was invented to keep you from being able to disagree. And I don't buy into that because I believe in democracy. As far as I remember, the First Amendment applies to conservatives too. I think. I disagree with you and you say I'm a homophobe. Well, you disagree with me. Apparently you're a heterophobe. Welcome to the club of not letting people disagree. I don't hate you. Could hate gays less. I have very many close family members that are gay. And you know what? I love them. And I always will. And you know what? I'll continue to visit their home, and I'll continue to bring my kids. I love these people. If they think that we hate them, we're doing it wrong. I do not hate them at all. So I will not allow you to tell me I cannot disagree. Just like you believe this is who you are, and you have to live that way, I have a moral conscience that I have to be true to. Otherwise, I'm not a man of substance. And in a democracy, let's just simply disagree. And whoever wins, wins. That's democracy. Yes, but you know, they're trying to destroy the sanctity of marriage. Yeah, that would be destructive to the sanctity of marriage. Let me tell you what's been the most destructive to the sanctity of marriage. Who's done the most harm? Heterosexuals who continue to get divorced at a 50% rate in this country. Heterosexuals that continue to live with each other instead of having the guts to marry each other. Heterosexuals who continue to have abortions because a baby's not a miracle, it's a mistake. Heterosexuals that continue to believe that sex is something they're supposed to enjoy because it's just for their thinking narcissistic indulgence. Heterosexuals that consider that it doesn't matter anymore to be committed no matter what happens, come hell or high water. In the 60s, we started the idea that marriage didn't matter and we're reaping what we sowed. So the biggest problem is with the heteros, and until we start getting our home together, maybe we ought to think and start taking logs out of our eyes and taking care of our own house first. Are you married? Yeah, you're married, so you know what I'm talking about. Is this your lady next to you? God bless you. She has a tattoo, if you're not aware of that. I don't know if Yeah, you all married too? Yeah, you are good. You got one right there. How about you? You got one? What? How old are you? 23? Not married. But you want to do one day, right? Yes. Of course you do. You're a man. You're going to want to get married, and you need to get married, my friend. Because only then can you ever discover how stupid you've been all these years. Oh my God. Oh my goodness. And if you don't figure it out, she'll let you in on it. I promise you right now. Oh my gosh, because that's what happens. That's what they're there for, to teach you things you couldn't possibly understand. Everything you thought you understood, you're going to realize was ridiculous. For example, you might have an opinion. Not anymore. Well, she might give you one. I do. That's it. That's all you get. Because they're there to teach you and make you grow up into the kind of man you're supposed to be. Oh my gosh, you're not going to believe how you were survived all these years. Doing foolish and idiotic things like going outside wearing that. That's literally what they would say. You're not wearing that.
All right, what may I wear?
Then she'll throw you a curveball. Well, it doesn't go. Well, it used to. Yeah, every time I put it on, it'd go everywhere I did. Honey, it's working. They don't have the same language as you, son, and you're going to have to figure that out. You're going to have to figure that out. Forget your English language. That goes out the window. It does not matter what she says. That matters what she meant. But she didn't say anything. It's your fault. You should have read her mind. But she said she was fine, which always means she's not fine. Oh my gosh. And here's what's going to happen, buddy. You're going to get a little fed up with that. Hear all those men laughing? They've been married 25 years. They're essentially letting you know what you're in for here shortly.